This is a teddy that my boyfriend got me. So this video is going to be a video of 100 date ideas that you can do with your significant other. Although, just to be clear, these dates do not have to be with a romantic partner. They could be with a friend or family. They could be with your mum, although some of them are a bit more romantic, so maybe keep those ones off if it's a platonic relationship. Or you could even do any of these by yourself and take yourself on a date. As someone who's in a relationship, these are just date ideas that I've had. So therefore, if you are my boyfriend, stop watching now. Yeah, or I hate you. Thanks. So first of all, I will be saying the dates that are absolutely free of cost. So there aren't that many that are free because everything costs money. But yeah, there's a few that are free, so let's start with those ones. So date idea number one is to simply have a movie marathon. Now, as a movie lover, this is something that I would find really fun. You could watch all the Twilights, all the Hunger Games, all the Harry Potters. If you're feeling particularly brave, you could even do the whole MCU, although that would take you a very long time. But yeah, just a movie marathon. Watch one movie after another, maybe set aside a whole day, like a whole Sunday, to just really chill, get some duvets on the sofa and watch a few films. Second free date idea is a games night. So this could be playing board games, this could be card games. Me and my family and me and my boyfriend like to play the game Shithead, which is really fun. It's a card game. But yeah, you could just play board games, play whatever games you like, but just sit down at a table, play some games together. You could even bet money or bet sweets if you want it to be for free. Next idea is to sleep under the stars. So this would entail camping essentially, but without a tent. So sleeping under the stars, just sleeping outside so that you can see the stars, maybe just getting a sleeping bag and going in your back garden. This, not gonna lie to you, this would not be my ideal date, but it's not something I would rule out from doing. Final free date idea is to do a shopping challenge. Now you might be thinking that's not free, but you can find free ones. So me and my boyfriend did this one where we went to TK Maxx and we both separated in the store. We had 15 minutes and we had to make an outfit for the other person to then try on. So we did that. After 50 minutes, gave each other our outfits, then we went to the changing room and tried them on and took pictures in our outfits. And then it was free because we didn't end up buying anything. You don't have to buy the outfit, it's just a little fun challenge to see if your partner knows your style, or maybe to try out some new clothes that you wouldn't have picked up yourself. Me and my boyfriend actually did 2 outfits. So we did one that we thought would be their style, and then we did one that we thought would be more out of their comfort zone, which was just really, really fun. And it is free and you just spend a lot of time at a nice shop. And shops like TK Maxx are definitely a good place to do stuff like this. Now moving on to the dates that cost at least a bit of money. Some are a bit more expensive than others, some are relatively inexpensive, but these will all cost you something. So the first cost idea is to go to IKEA. Now this is just the ideal date for me. It's so fun walking around and seeing all the decor, going to see all the different rooms and how they've been set up. And I love doing this with my boyfriend because we want to live together in the future. So seeing these different designs and discussing what we would want if we had a kitchen, which is obviously way in the future, but it's just really fun to imagine. And yeah, just learning each other's styles. I actually learned from a recent trip to IKEA that my boyfriend likes a lot of black decor, which is really not me at all. So that's going to be interesting if we ever do live together with how we're going to navigate that. But yeah, just really, really fun. And then at the end, IKEA has a little takeaway service, or they do have the IKEA restaurant, but the reason I mention the takeaway service is because it's so cheap. I don't know why it's so cheap. I don't know if it's because they're feeding you actual crap, but it's so cheap. The food is like, I think it's like £1 for a hot dog. It's so cheap. So what we tend to do is go throughout the whole of IKEA, walk through all the showrooms and see all the rooms and the designs, and then get something from this really inexpensive fast food place that's at the end of the checkout, and then go sit in the car and eat what we've got. And it's honestly one of my favorite ever dates. Next is a classic. It's just to go to the cinema, watch something that you think is worthwhile seeing in the cinema. Just very fun. It's a date where you don't have to talk to each other, so maybe if you're tired and you don't want to speak, the cinema would work. But yeah, just sitting next to each other, enjoying a film. You can hold hands. It's just really cute. And then afterwards you can talk to each other about the film. Yeah, just a really classic but adorable date idea. Next is to go on a picnic. So very self-explanatory. This is probably more for the summer, but yeah, just go on a picnic, go to a park on a nice day, buy some picnic bits, make a picnic. You could even make like chocolate covered strawberries or something. But yeah, just have a picnic in the sun together on a picnic blanket, just chilling out, eating food. Very cute. Next is to do a takeaway and TV show night. Now this is one of my preferred dates. Just get a takeaway, your takeaway of choice. Mine would be Chinese, and watch some TV. Watch whatever TV show you guys are watching together at the time, or you could start a new one. You could watch an old comfort show. Yeah, and just eat food and enjoy the entertainment together. Next is a self-care pamper night. So this can be really fun, just getting a load of self-care like face masks and eye patches, and you could even go really extreme and do eyebrow dye your eyebrows. You could dye your eyelashes, you could do teeth whitening strips, you could wash your hair. You can do the full pamper night and do it together as a couple, which is just a really nice date idea for you both to de-stress and really take care of your bodies, and doing it together is just really fun. Next idea is a fancy meal out. Another classic date idea, but always a really nice one. So book somewhere that is a bit fancy, maybe a bit more expensive than you usually would go, and just dress up in a nicer way. You could wear a dress, a suit, anything that you feel comfortable in. Yeah, just make yourself, both of you, look really nice and go and enjoy this meal and have a really proper romantic fancy date. I'm yet to do this, but I really want to do it. Next idea is to have a double date. I love double dates. Me and my boyfriend both love double dates. The only problem is we can't find couples who want to do these dates with us. But if you can find a couple, do it. That I think they're so fun. There's something so nice about like experience. It's gonna sound really weird, but like experiencing your partner with other people. Like I always find after going on a double date, I have way more appreciation for my own boyfriend, just like because you get to see them out in the wild interacting with other people you probably love, like your friends, and there's just something so nice and wholesome about that, and I love it. So I love a double date. I think the more the merrier. It's very fun. Next idea is to go out for cocktails. So you could go to a place like Turtle Bay, do bottomless brunch, just get a bunch of cocktails, get drunk and talk shit together. Sounds really fun. Or if you're looking for cheaper cocktails, go to Spoons, get a pitcher. Honestly, Sex on the Beach and a Woo Woo from Spoons is my go-to. Absolutely immaculate, can't be beaten. Next one also relates, but a Spoons date. Now this is probably the opposite of the fancy meal I was talking about, but I find a Spoons date so fun because Spoons is obviously a chain pub, and the atmosphere I find is just so chill, and obviously the food is cheap, the drinks are cheap, and yeah, you can just go there for a chill lunch or dinner or anything you want in Spoons together, and bonus points if you can find a booth and kind of be a bit more secluded. Next date idea is to bake a cake together. I'm not a very good baker, I'm trying to get better, so this cake, I have done this before with my boyfriend and the cake turned out terrible, but we'll keep trying. But yeah, if you have any skill, even if you don't have skill, it'll still be fun if you end up with a terrible cake. Just baking a cake together and then decorating it together is very cute, and you can both learn a skill at the same time. Next idea along the baking vein is to decorate cookies together. This would be really fun around some type of festive period as well. So if it's like Christmas cookies or Halloween or something like that, or if you have a friend's birthday coming up, you could decorate cookies for them. But yeah, just really fun little creative day idea that you could do together. And if you're really skilled, that's great for you and they'll turn out amazing. But if like me and my boyfriend, you're not as skilled, you can laugh at how terrible the cookies look by the end of it. Next idea is to go on a McDonald's breakfast date. One of my faves. The only downside is it closes at 11, which is not that early, but for me on a weekend, that's pretty early because this will usually be a weekend thing. But yeah, McDonald's breakfast date, get to McDonald's, get your hash brown. You could eat it as well in the McDonald's car park. We usually hop on over to Sainsbury's because it's right next to our McDonald's, and sit in the Sainsbury's car park and eat our breakfast. And it's just nice, like just every once in a while, a little breakfast treat. It's just, you're starting the day off right with a nice McDonald's breakfast together. Next idea, another classic, is to go camping together. To go to a campsite, get your own tent, really experience that camping life. And if this isn't for you, you could always go more of the glamping route, which is what I would do if you are not that keen of camping. So this one is very niche to my location, but it can be applied wherever you are. But I put Go to Longleat, which is a kind of, it's like a nature park safari place that's near me, public tourist attraction. It's got like a big house that you can go in as well and loads of stuff. And that it's just one that's near me and that I go to. But I'm sure by you there is any similar thing, like a tourist attraction, like some type of nature thing. I'm sure there's something by you. So yeah, just taking a day out to one of these. I'm yet to do this with my boyfriend, but this is a must for someone who lives where I live. You have to go to Longleat, so I can't wait for the day that I do take him there. Next idea is to go on a weekend away. Now me and my boyfriend did this last Christmas. We booked an Airbnb for a weekend, but like a really like cool one. It was like this little hut in the middle of nowhere essentially, that had its own hot tub. So yeah, just a little weekend away wherever you want to go. And on that weekend away you could go to a new city and explore a new city together, or just go in the middle of nowhere and just enjoy each other's company for a nice chill weekend. Next idea is to throw a party together. Now this is very much up my street. I love throwing parties, I love organising and planning, and I definitely need to do this with my boyfriend eventually. But yeah, throw a party together, invite everyone you love to the party location and just have a really fun time with everyone. Next idea is to go rock climbing. So this is definitely for the more adventurous couples, but I would not say no to rock climbing. Indoor rock climbing, that is, for me. I wouldn't venture to outside rock climbing, but you definitely could. I'm more of the indoor rope type of rock climber on a wall, but yeah, you could do either and it would just be a really fun activity to do together. This one's along the same vein as the weekend away, but go to a new city or town together for just a day. So depending on where you live, if you live in a village, that could be your closest town, you could go and explore. Maybe you live by somewhere that's quite famous, you could go and explore that. I live really close to Castle Combe and I've been there for various fates and stuff, but I've never actually explored Castle Combe, which is crazy considering it's quite a famous place in the UK and a lot of film and TV is filmed there. And I just have never explored it, and it's right on my doorstep, so that's definitely up there. But yeah, go a new place that you want to explore together, go and experience that place together. Next idea is go to the beach. Now, if you live in the UK, this is going to be very much dependent on what time of year it is and the weather. But yeah, just go to a beach, your closest beach, go and relax on the sand, maybe go on the pier, have some fish and chips, and have a really fun and maybe a romantic time. You could stay until the sunset and watch the sunset together. Next idea is to light a fire and make s'mores. Now, as a child, I was obsessed with s'mores because I was obsessed with like American things, and s'mores are a very American thing. And I tried to make them as a child and they failed miserably. But I feel like if I try again as an adult and with the help of my boyfriend, we'll be alright. But yeah, you could just start a fire in your back garden if you have the means, and Melt some chocolate, get some marshmallows, roast marshmallows, make a nice little biscuit chocolate marshmallow sandwich, and enjoy that together on like a cold evening. Go to a museum together. I love a good museum. I know in the UK at least there's a lot of museums that are free as well, so you just have to pay for the transport to get there. But yeah, just go to a nice museum together and learn something new. This next idea is my dream date idea, but declutter together. So whether you live together or not, you could go to one of your houses and declutter that. You could take it in turns. You could do like one weekend you do your bedroom and then the next weekend you do his bedroom, whatever. Just, this is honestly my dream. I love organizing and decluttering, and you can just help each other have less waste and clutter in your life while also kind of having a nice time together, listen to some music, organize your life, and I promise you'll feel really good after it. So this one of you needs to be able to drive, which is drive around a rich neighborhood to look at houses. I love doing stuff like this because I really want to be a homeowner one day, so looking at all the different houses is really fun for me. But yeah, just drive around somewhere and just be nosy. It's so fun, and you and your partner can just chat about all the houses and act like you know anything about houses and talk about which ones are your favorite, which ones you like, which ones you wouldn't mind living in and stuff like that. Very fun. Go to a water park. So this is very dependent on weather as well, especially if you're in the UK. But yeah, go to a water park. They're so fun. As someone who I'm not a big thrill seeker. I don't really like rides. I love theme parks, surprisingly, but I just don't really go on the big scary rides. But I find water park slides a lot less scary than the big roller coasters, and it's just so fun. You can go on these slides together, you can go on the lazy river in your rubber ring, yeah, and just have a really nice fun day together. Go to a pub quiz. I really want to do this. I've actually never been to a pub quiz before, but I would love to do this, and I'm sure at your local pub or a pub near you, they will do a pub quiz. And go there together, the two of you, make a team, and who knows, maybe you'll be able to win. Go to a car boot sale, also one that I really want to do. There's actually a car boot sale that happens locally by me every Sunday, and I still have not gone, which is very bad of me. But yeah, go to a car boot sale together on a Sunday or a Saturday, whenever it is, and go and see if you can find any bargains. Car boot sales are so good for finding little things for no money at all. Yeah, bring all your change and see what you can find. Visit a botanical garden. This just sounds so fun. Yeah, go visit a garden, go see all the nice flowers and the plants, and it would be a very good place for photo opportunities as well. Maybe you and your partner do not have many nice photos together. This is the place to rectify that problem. This one is a bit UK specific. I'm not sure if they have these in different countries. They might do, but it is go to Cadbury's World. I've simply put this here because I've never been and I really want to go, and I do think it would be a really fun date idea, especially if you both really like chocolate, or maybe your significant other loves chocolate. You could take them to Cadbury's World and it will be really fun. Next is very wholesome. This one also, come to think of it, is free provided you have a puzzle, and it is do a puzzle together. I just think that's so wholesome. Just be in your house and set a puzzle up on the table, maybe put on some music and just do a puzzle together and chat. I think that is the most adorable thing. Like, just take, I feel like life is obviously very fast paced, and this, you can just stop and take some time together, relax, be mindful, and just make a puzzle. Like, just go back to the basics and have fun. And I think this would be very cute and just so wholesome. Next idea is go to an American diner. There are a lot of these over the UK, and that's my favorite type of food. Beige diner food. So yeah, going to American diner would just be fun, and I feel like unlike other restaurants, because American diner has such a strong like theme, it really is like an experience because it's made to feel like this American place. Yeah, I just think they're really fun, and you can just go there and get a couple of milkshakes. Next idea is to see a drive-in film. Another thing I really want to do. We had this happening near us, but we just didn't go. I'm very upset about it, but it does happen occasionally, drive-in cinema, which I just want to experience. I think it'd be really fun, a really nice date to watch the film together, but in a car, just experience something different that you haven't done before. Next idea is to go to the theatre. Now this is definitely an acquired taste. If you hate the theatre, maybe don't do this one, but you could go big and go to the West End or something, or I'm pretty sure in most cities, towns, they will have a local theatre that will be showing something, so you could even go to like a local community theatre and watch something that is a lot more indie. Anything at all, I just think it's a really nice thing to do, kind of widen your experiences, and it's a new thing for you and your partner to talk about once you get out of it. Talk about if you hated it, what you thought of what you were watching, and yeah, just discuss something new. Next idea is to go to an arcade. Now, one thing about me is that I am actually a giant child. I love childish fun things because I think life should just always be fun. So going to an arcade is just so fun. Just go to an arcade, spend some money, try and win at the claw machine. Who knows, maybe you'll get lucky. Get some tickets, try and get a prize. It's so fun. You can play games together, you can play games against each other, play some air hockey. Just a really, really fun time. And also some arcades do food, so you can get food there and just pretend that you're kids for a while. Next idea is to paint together, so maybe a more artistic one, although my boyfriend is not that artistic, and we've done this together and it was still fun. Yeah, just paint together, buy some paint. You could get some paint from Poundland and do a little painting together, just see what inspiration you get, and show each other your work afterwards. Next idea is to play laser tag, so go to a laser tag place that does it and do it together. Just, again, a very childish one, but very fun nevertheless. Next idea is to watch the sunset on a hill, and if you are drinkers, you could like bring a bottle of wine, or in my case it would be like Bucks Fizz because I hate wine. But yeah, just sit on a hill and watch the sunset and just be together. That just sounds really cute to me.
So the video ends there because it was 40 minutes long to have all 100 ideas, so I've decided to split it into 2 parts. So that was part number 1. Thank you for watching, and I will upload part 2 next week. Yeah, bye. Yes, there's slightly less than 100 dates. Yeah, so it's not 100.